We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from KC. He'll start at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. Hey, 15.
Gray is the motion man here. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Motion man is Rice. Once again, it's Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
15. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Hey, Riblin.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Now the first carry for King Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Come on. Yo.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs 0. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, color. 15.
They send him right out of the slot. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Right side.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Fire down these two.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Mike Dana shuts that one down. Second down, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, Jackson. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. And he will go all the way. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. They're on 27-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hopkins sent in motion.
Right side.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Yellow.
Now a third and 2.
Side.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
180. Hey, report.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run it. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Second and a yard.
180.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens have a first and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Jackson now on second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field Now it's 3rd and goal.
Shut up!
Jackson now. And he nearly got away, but they finally bring him down at about the 3 to set up 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Attack! Attack!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Hardy now with the return.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life, what I need. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, front to back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, front to back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronk. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Ready? 70 range, 70 range. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Play action now with Purdy. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 2
18 Cardinal, 18
brings up
Cardinal.
second and 8.
Warrior 70. Go.
Purdy setting up that play action. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Now, ready? 60 Eagles, 60. Reload, reload. Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
A give left side to McCaffrey. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Offense in the hurry up here. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Shot alert, shot alert. Hut, hut.
McCaffrey on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the
Offense up to the line fast.
a gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Let go.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
First down throw by Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's second down.
At the 60, at the 60. 65, yeah, 60. Let's go.
Purdy looking to throw. Brought in close to the 8. But they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this.
On the set.
Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone.
Set.
They go play action on 1st. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and
3rd and goal, Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
at their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Ravens trailing on the scoreboard. First down, ball at the 36. Lamar throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's on the move. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Purdy on first down. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. It's fielded at the 14. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On first down, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Flush down now to his left. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the first. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To throw again, it's Purdy. On the move, headed right. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He's on the move. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson throwing here. Complete, Derrick Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 5. Finds Aguilar. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Slot man in motion right. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Charvarius Ward brings him down. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
First down, here's Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the